Hello, everybody. It is your Dungeon Master, Richard Barlow. Just kidding. We hope that you guys are enjoying the show. If you are, please hit that subscribe button. And as our little way of saying thank you, once we reach 100 subscribers, we'll be doing a dice giveaway. Subscribe to our channel now and enter for your chance to win this beautiful dice set. Check out our Twitter for more information. Catch you later.
Hi everyone, I just wanted to give a quick disclaimer. There are a few times in this session and the next that everyone refers to Mayor Reinhardt as Reinhold. This is because a group of us, we have a lot of campaigns going on, and in another campaign, we have a character called Reinhold. So there's a bit of mix-up in our heads. I even wrote down Reinhold in one part. So just want to let everyone know, when you hear Reinhold, they're really talking about Reinhardt, the mayor of Port Victor. Okay, that's all. Hello everybody and welcome to Roll by Rolls. I am your Dungeon Master Richard Barlow, and thank you for joining us this week. Last week, if you remember, we left off with some undead pirates crashing through the windows of the Victorious Spirits Tavern Inn, and the gang was just about to face off against them. However, Aleda was not with them. She was in the kitchen at the time. So we're just going to take a quick little detour over there and find out what she was up to moments before this happened. So Aleda had just come back. She tried to take her soup over to the mayor. The mayor was not home. She felt pretty defeated. So she went back to the Victorious Spirits. And that is where we will begin. So, Aleda, you just walked back into the tavern.
I did. I still have my gigantic pot of seafood stew, and I slam it down onto the bar. I need your strongest spirit.
Glenda looks at you, and she can just see how defeated you are, and that something's clearly very wrong. So she doesn't even question it. She just kind of nods her head at you, turns around, goes into like a drawer behind there. Like, this isn't something that's on the shelf.
The special treatment.
She just knows.
Reserved for emergencies.
Exactly. So she takes out a bottle, and there's no label, there's no anything on it. It's just a clear bottle with a clear liquid in it, and she just hands it to you, and she just kind of nods her head. She doesn't even say anything. She just, like, understandingly nods her head at you.
A dwarf would understand.
Yeah.
So I uncork it, and whew, smells like nail polish remover.
When you go to take off the cork, like, crumbles a little bit. Because it's so potent, so pure alcohol that it rots the cork a little bit.
This is going to clean me out. All right. I start taking swigs, like strong swigs.
Glenda, now seeing you do this, just kind of like puts her hand on the bar gently and just says, "You don't need to say anything. I'm just going to let you know. Kind of go easy on that stuff."
I mean, I'm already feeling it, so I get your point. Oh, thanks. I needed this. I'm just going to take this bottle and my stupid stew, in the kitchen. I'm gonna think of something better. And I'm gonna take them into the kitchen.
Okay, Glenda just nods and says, "You do what you have to do, honey."
Aleda's just drinking more as she goes, and as she gets drunker and muttering to herself, she's actually, like, you know her, like, wooden spoon wand?
Yeah.
She's using that to eat the stew.
Oh, that's safe.
That's... I mean, she's not casting spells right now. It's still a functional spoon.
Okay. So you're doing that and drinking and just...
It's really good.
Having your pity party in the kitchen. And then a couple minutes into you doing that, as your crying gets a little heavier, so Glenda can hear you out at the bar. The door to the kitchen creaks open, and Glenda's little head pops in, and she just says, "Everything okay, sweetie?"
No, it's not. Nothing's okay.
Glenda walks in to where you're sitting, and she just kind of like gets herself up on the counter and just sits on the counter and looks at you without saying anything, and just kind of like gives you a look like, okay, spill it.
Yeah, we're level height now because she's on the
she
counter.
Came up onto the counter so she
smart.
can be eye to eye with you.
I'm sorry, it's such a stereotype. Pouring out things to the bartender. When the bartender's pouring out things to you, I'm funny. I'm funny. See, I have a lot of charming qualities that I could bring to this village.
You're very charming, and you're not a cliche because we're in the kitchen, so I'm not the bartender right now. I'm just a friend.
Okay. I drink more of the of the booze. Oh, how long has that been stewing?
At least 20 years. Probably more.
Oh my gosh. I can feel it. That's most of my age. Alright, well, Reinhardt wasn't there, so he couldn't taste my soup, and it's gonna go bad before he comes home. And I feel like there's no chance for me to lay down roots here. I haven't really had a place to stay for years.
She leans forward and takes a moment to kind of take this in. And then she says, listen, don't beat yourself up because Reinhardt wasn't here. He leaves. He'll be back, like he always is. You have made, since you've been here, 2 fantastic dishes. I have no doubt that you can make another one when he gets here. And from what I'm seeing of you, you have a shot. I didn't think I had a shot either when I got here. I came from a very broken home. I thought I was worthless. I thought I had nowhere where I belonged. But here I am, and I've been here the better part of a decade now. And this is my home. And I have family here. Maybe not biological family, but people who I consider family. So.
It's very comforting. Maybe if I do get accepted, we can work here together.
I would love that.
Do you want some? She holds out her, wooden spoon of stew.
It's dripping, and you have not been the tidiest eater since you're a little drunk. So she just looks at it and she said, I just ate, but thank you very much. Maybe later.
Oh, all right, for sure. I'm still going to town. You really remind me of someone.
Who's that?
I start speaking in Dwarvish.
Okay.
My guardian, Thorville, she actually took me in when I was a young teenager, and I learned to cook proper from her. She called it food smithing. Is that common amongst the dwarves?
She responds to you in Dwarvish and is kind of taken aback and clearly very excited and happy that there's someone who speaks her language here. And she just says to you, to dwarves, everything's some sort of smithing.
That makes sense. Yeah, I get more confident speaking Dwarvish when I drink. I feel like it's part of the dialect almost. Yeah.
It works, yeah.
Yeah. She took me in, and it really reminded me of her. I miss her a lot.
She smiles at you and says, see, you were raised by dwarves. We're practically already family. And
just cry. I just cry.
She leans forward and gives you a little hug. It's not she doesn't know boundaries if it's okay, so she just kind of gives you a half hug.
I lean into it and cry on your shoulder.
So she gives you the hug, and after probably a little longer hug than she was expecting, she just says that she says, I have to get back to the bar in case anyone comes in.
Yeah, I'm going to pull myself together. You know what? I'm going to make a cake. I'm going to make a cake because the cake will last. And it'll be great for a celebration, the centennial celebration. It'll be a celebration of me joining the community.
That sounds perfect. Reinhardt would love that. So she jumps down off the counter and she reaches out and grabs the bottle. Oh. And she just says, I'm just going to take this back. Yeah. I can swap it for something else if you want. It's just... I could tell maybe this is a whole bottle kind of day, and this is not meant for that.
That's if there's wine, I'll take some. I'll just eat my stew. I'll
Okay.
sober up, start planning my cake, probably a lemon cake, and I still have some flowers by house. I'll probably candy them, make it very fancy looking.
That sounds amazing. Maybe after you do all that and we close up for the night, you and I can share a bottle of wine together.
That sounds wonderful.
So she takes the bottle, goes out, and so you're in there gathering the stuff you need. And then after probably 20, 30 minutes in there, you hear some ruckus coming from the tavern.
Okay.
So you go
What could
and join
that
them.
possibly be?
Who knows? Okay, now we're going to jump back to the rest of the group who are in the tavern and start where we left off last week. So if you remember, a bunch of undead just crashed through the windows after shooting through at Glenda with an arrow. So right now, the group is surrounded by undead and skeleton pirates. And that is where we left off. So we will get back into it. Aleda, you're drunk. Mm-hmm. So what that means, you have 5 temporary hit points because you don't feel things. Yeah. Well, you feel things, but you're a little more numb. But you do have disadvantage on any dexterity checks. Anything that involves like aiming, you're going to have disadvantage on.
Okay.
Disadvantage on perception.
Aim and perception.
But you get advantage on strength checks. Because you just...
On strength.
You're not necessarily stronger, you just go for it because you're drunk. So the undead and the skeletons have 1 initiative, so like all the skeletons are going to go, and then all the... anyone over a 17?
I got 19.
19,
This alcohol's
okay.
really fueling me.
You are raring to go. They just killed your friend.
What?
So
I'm not even through the
you're
door
not there yet.
I don't even
but
know this.
It will empower you when you see it, I'm sure.
This is bullshit.
Okay. So then we'll just go anything over 15 other than Aleda? 16? Okay. 10 to 14?
12.
12.
Both 12? Between you two?
My initiative is negative, so.
Okay.
+4.
Oops.
Did you two want to decide right now who goes first?
We did.
Oh, we did. Yeah, I have a negative
Sorry,
initiative.
I was busy writing it down and also trying to get into an accent.
I don't remember what.
I guess that just leaves you. So then... So then Keladir is Lyos.
That's a 6.
Cool. Okay. So, Glenda just dropped to the floor. Skeletons and undead pirates crashed through the window, and without skipping a beat, that zombie with his scimitar, you guys just fight things with scimitars, stabs Tyrius, and Tyrius, he gets him like right here, you see, or like here, and Tyrius
So that'd be under his rib.
under his rib drops.
Who's Tyrion? Oh.
He's the tavern owner.
And it's
Okay.
curious, right?
Yes.
I was so scared it was Tyri.
And then who else do we have to go? That guy. I don't think he can make it to anybody, so he's just gonna use his movement to get over as close to you guys as possible. He will take a swing at you with his scimitar.
So that's Rune.
That's Rune. He hits you for 6 damage. So he comes up behind you, and the undead kind of go uncharacteristically for undead. They go so quick that they crash in, and he kind of swings in far enough that he lands right behind you,
They're quick.
digs his scimitar like into the back of your like shoulder.
Cool. Can I react?
Yeah.
Please, thanks. I would like to cast Hellish Rebuke.
Okay.
So you'll have to make a dex save.
Yeah. Of
12.
12. He succeeds.
So just ow.
So just move on. And then finally, this guy is also
What?
going. He
That's
hits
great.
you
Great.
for 5 points of damage.
All right, so that's 11 so far.
Yes, 11 in total. So the one guy gets you in the shoulder, and the other guy comes up and gets you kind of in the side with their scimitars. And that is that turn. Who is next? Aleda.
Alright, so I push the kitchen door open in front of me and go, is there a bar brawl happening without me? And there is.
There sure is.
So I think the first thing I see right there is Tyrius and a zombie.
Yeah, he's undead, yeah.
Yeah. Oh! Shit. Okay. I'm going to try to attack.
Okay.
I'm going to... it's rather close, so I think, I wouldn't use a spell. I'd probably just react with my dagger,
Sure.
as I've been in the kitchen. Also, currently, my wand / spoon is covered in chowder. So, I just thought I should mention that.
Yep.
So I pull out my dagger and go to stab it. It is. It's a nat 20.
Yeah. So you hit.
Yeah. Great. Does a nat 20 hit? No.
Unfortunately not.
Oh, well. Okay,
It's
so
real
that's my. Are we doubling our roll damage or the entire roll? So are we doubling all our damage or just the roll damage?
Just the roll damage.
Yeah.
So that's 3 damage with my first dagger because I have
Okay.
two-handed weapons attacked. And that's the thing about critical hits with just doubling dice damage is it never feels as critical as you feel like it's gonna be if you roll badly. The other one is a that's a 14 to hit.
That hits.
Great. So I get 5 damage on
So your non-crit does more damage
Yes.
than your crit did.
Yeah.
Cool. So you go up, ram both your daggers into this thing. I mean, it's a zombie. It doesn't feel it. So it just kind of like turns to you and like kind of does a weird gurgly zombie sound in your direction. Doesn't seem very affected by what you just did.
Is Tyrius down?
Tyrius is down.
Okay. I'm just gonna try and, if I can with the bonus action, at least push him out of the way.
Sure, yeah.
With
Yeah.
my leaking chowder spoon.
Sure,
Yeah.
you don't get him very far.
Okay. That's fine.
Cool.
I'll try my best.
Now it's the skeleton's turn. So that guy over there, I think he can probably make it to Aleda.
He's 30 as well?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's gonna come at you, and with his cutlass, he's gonna swing.
I don't like that.
It doesn't hit.
Good. I'm busy.
So he comes up and he takes a swing at you, but he misses because just as he was swinging, you bent down to try to push Tyrius out of the way.
Kind of wobble. It's
Yeah.
really just the drink is helping me. B6.
Okay, yeah, so he makes it to Caladir. And so he's gonna swing his cutlass at you.
Okay.
Does not hit. So your shield is still up, and so he just takes a blind swing at that and just hits the shield rather than hitting you. Who else is there? Oh, this guy's right beside Dietrich. So he's just gonna swing at you. He doesn't hit. So these skeletons are very not too secure on their feet because they're skeletons and they don't have any muscle. So he kind of, when he lands in, he's wobbling a little bit. He swings at you, but you easily just like move out of the way. But then this other guy's gonna come for you as well over there. So he moves towards Dietrich. Does not hit. So while you move out of the way of the one, the other one was also swinging at you, also totally missed. And that's the skeleton's turns. So now we are on Rune.
Alright, I'm going to target one of the zombies next to me. And I'm going to Eldritch Blast. That's going to be a 14 to hit.
Does. Which one are you going for?
The one that's less slouchy.
Okay, so this guy here?
Yeah.
Okay.
The one who still has a spine.
10? Is that a
Yes.
Yep.
Thank you. That's sucky. 4 damage.
4 damage. Okay.
And no, that counts. Disengaging is an action, right? It's not movement. Okay, so I'm gonna use my action to. I'll just stay there
Okay.
because I can't really go anywhere else.
Cool. So now we are on Dietrich.
Alright, Diedrich is kind of a little shocked that Glenda's dead still. So he is gonna take his quarterstaff and he's gonna whack the skeleton that just climbed in through the window, who he assumed killed Glenda.
So the one like kind of in front of you? Yeah. Okay.
20 to hit.
That hits.
Cool. Oh, that's totally caught. Meh. 5 points of damage to him. No, I lied. Yes, no, 5 points of damage
Okay.
to that guy. And then I'm going to use Flurry of Blows. I'm gonna punch the skeleton
Okay.
with my fist like on my quarterstaff.
Yeah.
That's like a 24 to hit.
It sure does.
My punches are 1d4s. So that's 6 points of damage.
Okay. Math. Got it. That's it.
And then I'm gonna punch him again.
Okay.
And that equals 10 to hit.
That does not hit.
Figured as much.
So because, like I said, these skeletons are a little wobbly after the first 2 hits, he's off balance, so he's moving a little bit, so your third hit just kind of whizzes past its head. And that's it.
I mean, I can walk away if I want, but I'm gonna stay there.
Greya, it's on you.
Okay. Grace's like, oh, I don't like this. I'm having a very hard time. There's so many. So she holds up her holy symbol and she just whispers a little prayer and she's like, Dolora, I hope you're not busy right now. I need some help. And then she seemingly just walks over like 5 feet to the left. And cast cast Turn Undead.
Okay.
So they all of them within a 30-foot radius of me, which is why I did walk 5 feet to the left. Because these 2 are now in my radius. Who can see or hear me in a 30-foot radius have to make a wisdom saving throw, DC 13.
Okay.
And if they don't, they have to turn from me and use their actions and their movement for 1 minute to get as far away, take a dash action, and get as far away from me as possible.
Okay. So let's go guy by guy here. That far guy is affected. That's 30 feet.
I counted 6, but you can count again. Because I moved over.
6.
Oh,
Not quite. So he's not quite, but
But everyone else.
this guy is. He is a skeleton.
He looks like a zombie.
Yeah, that's one of the ones where like he looks like a zombie, but I put him as a skeleton.
Surprise skeleton. Surprise.
Oh no, surprise
Every
skeleton.
zombie has a
Yeah.
surprise skeleton
Minis are
inside.
expensive.
That's true.
He is I actually totally missed him on the skeleton's turn. He just stood there.
We're all
What
right
was
for
the
this.
save? 13?
Yeah.
So he's running away. And then the next guy is this guy. He's a skeleton. He is definitely not running away.
It's because I punched him.
Yeah, he does not know. He's too dazed to get scared. Oh, this guy is gone.
Oh, can I hit him as he tries to leave?
Oh, you get an
Yeah.
opportunity.
Yeah. You clue into what's happening just a little too late. So you swing the quarterstaff, but he's already out of reach. And then these two zombies here. That guy passes. That guy doesn't. So this guy is fleeing. He jumps back out the window.
I feel like he would have taken his dash action to also jump out the windows.
Yeah, so those guys.
Because they have to go past.
So those two are gone.
Okay. Is there that one there? Oh, that one.
The one near Kelly.
Oh, I missed him. Sorry. He's a skeleton. He's fine.
Okay.
Alright, so two of them got afraid and took off. The rest are a little. Three of them?
What?
Oh, yeah, I missed the other guy.
The guy that stood there, you keep forgetting. He's
Story of his life.
in death also.
Yeah. Yeah. He thought things would be different when he joined an undead crew, but no, he's still always just passed over.
That guy.
Alright, and now we're on Kellidir.
Okay.
Oh, were you done? Sorry, is that all?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
all she
okay.
did. Okay.
Kellidir.
Okay. So the one that attacked him, he's going to turn around and try to hit him with his longsword. So it's 17 to hit.
Hits.
Okay, 1d8.
Oops.
So that's 8 damage.
Okay.
And then as a bonus action, I'm going to. He's going to use his shield and try to push him away into. But like, because he's right. Ow, that skeleton's right next to Greya too, right? So like away from the two of us.
So like back kind of towards the bar.
Yeah, like no, I don't want to push him into Greya.
Okay, so we're gonna do opposing strength checks on that one.
Okay. Uh, 13.
All right, so you push him back.
I better be stronger
So
than
he
a
goes
skeleton.
You were stronger than the Goblin King, but these skeletons
so
are like
embarrassing. We don't
they're
talk about
wobbly.
that.
They've got no muscle.
Okay, and then we are back to the undead. So this guy here is the one who took down Tyrius, and he's now closest to you, and you just attacked him. He's going for you, Aleda.
Coming for my temporary hit points.
He hits, and 1d6. He does. Where am I? 8 damage to you. So you come up, you get him with both of your daggers, and he's not really phased. So while you're doing that, he just takes his scimitar and slices you with that. And so your temporary hit points are gone. That hit was a little sobering.
You see, there's like a blood alcohol level, and as the blood goes, so does the alcohol.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm pretty sure that's how it works.
I think this
Sounds like
guy
science.
can now make it to Kellidir, the one who only like came halfway in before. Yeah. Okay, so he's gonna come up and take a swing at Kellidir.
He looks like an asshole.
He's the jerk of the group.
Just tell.
And he does not hit. So since he had so far to go, you saw him coming, you were able to get your shield up, block his attack.
You have a shield. Just like an asshole.
We missed all the shield pushes I've been doing.
The entire discussion.
All
last time.
Kelpier does is use the shield.
You have a shield.
And then the one who was not afraid in attacking Rune, he's going to attack Rune again.
Surprise!
And that is... That hits, because you do not have a shield.
I am a warlock.
You don't have a shield.
And that also does 8.
Oh my goodness. Can I cast Hellish Rebuke again?
Yeah.
Okay, try to make a... what was it? A dex save?
Yes.
Yeah, dex save. DC 12.
Negative. He does not.
Cool. Do I remember what I get? 3d10. 3d10? Heck yeah, heck yeah. 6. 7. This 9 is 16.
16.
Damage.
Okay. So this guy is still standing and looking okay, but like you definitely... He felt that one more than the daggers of Aleda. Like that's something that this zombie actually
Stop
felt.
hurting me.
And I think that's all the zombies that are there. Yep. So Aleda.
I put myself in between the hopefully just unconscious body of Tyrius and the zombies.
You're dancing.
Is a quick bonus, like, can I quickly look back and just see if I think he's still alive? I know I have disadvantage on that. I'm pretty sure I'd like to check.
You can do a disadvantage on.
I guess it'd be a medicine check just to see if he's alive.
Yeah, we'll call it medicine.
You practice medicine when you're drunk?
Well,
She tries.
Shit, it's a 9.
9. He's down. That's all you know. Is he?
I don't like it.
He took a blade and he
Okay.
is down.
I'm going to use my ice knife spell
Okay.
at the 2nd level because I don't like that they hurt this guy.
Okay.
Ice knife?
Yay.
That's dope.
Alright. So I'm in between them and Tyrius.
Yeah.
I'm going to aim the ice knife at the one that I didn't hit at all with my daggers.
At the skeleton there.
Oh yes, which
So that one, the one that like you're kind of touching, that one is an undead, and the other one is a skeleton.
Which one did
then
you
I
hit?
guess I'm going to do it at the undead, and then
Do it at the undead.
yeah.
Okay.
Hold on.
Undead what?
I have a
Pirate.
+5.
Oh.
That's just that's. Sorry, it's a 9. Plus 5. That's 14.
That hits.
It hits. Great.
Undead, not the most armored of individuals.
Seems odd.
And my
They don't have
damage
shields.
is on a 2nd level, 3d6 damage. But then there's more. So that's 7 initial,
Okay.
and then on a hit, the target takes. Oh, hold on. On a hit, the target takes 1d10 piercing damage. So I did that wrong. Where's my d10? I swear I had these laid out. I'm sorry, guys. So that's 8 damage. And then the shard explodes. And then the target and each creature within 5 feet of it must succeed on a dexterity saving throw. Or it would take 2d6.
Does that
Or
include
3d6.
Tyrius?
No, because I put him, I'm not aiming towards him. That's specifically why I put myself in between him and me. So it's in front of me.
So a dex of what?
My spell casting ability, which is 13.
Okay. So, skeleton, passes, unaffected by this.
Passes.
Yeah.
He just does a leap to the side.
Yeah. See, the rest of the skeletons are wobbly, but since you're also wobbly, he's not that wobbly to you.
I'm picturing like his bones coming apart, avoiding the shards and coming back
he opens
together.
up and then closes.
I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
But the undead does not succeed.
Then it's gonna take 3d6 ice damage. So now that's an additional 14 damage.
Cool. So this undead is looking more dead than undead now.
What?
He's looking rough. He's
actually looking a little more alive.
See, I'm drunk, so everything's very confusing.
Yeah.
Right now.
You don't really know what's going on, but this guy who wasn't affected by your dagger all of a sudden looks like he's ready to go down. And now we're on to the skeletons. So the skeleton who just opened up in front of you and freaked you out, didn't, wasn't affected by your thing, swings at you, misses. Opening himself up did not leave him well prepared for an attack, so he doesn't hit you. And then over here, the guy next to Dietrich is going to swing at Dietrich. Ooh. He he swings at you. You manage to get back and miss it, but he swung so hard that the momentum from his swing carried him. He falls out the window. So he's thrown just outside the window. And then the one that is next to Keladir, he is actually close enough that he's going to go for Greya because Greya just did that weird thing that made half of his team run away. So he is going to swing at you. He doesn't hit. These skeletons are not well prepared for battle. Because you're so small and where you went, you're like kind of under the table. So he like swings at you and hits the table leg rather than hitting you because he can't really see you. He's just swinging under the table.
Oh, please don't. Please don't do that.
And I think that's all the skeletons. That guy's still running. Yes. So they are gone. So that's that.
That spell wears like after a minute, so like after 10 turns we'll be done here, and then those skeletons will come back.
And then we're on Rune.
Alright, so I have one very undead pirate in front of me. I am going to slam it with Eldritch Blast. And maybe hit it. That'll be a 10 to hit.
10 to hit the undead in front of you?
Yeah.
You don't.
Shoot. Alright, then... That's all I've got.
That's okay. So now we are on Dietrich.
Dietrich's gonna go, Greya, that was amazing! And turn out the window and like jab.
Okay.
With his quarterstaff, so whack.
Yep.
And that is 21 to hit.
That definitely hits.
And that is 8 damage.
Cool. Yeah, so you smack down with your quarterstaff. You can't really see. You just know he's down there. You can't see. You hear one of the bones of the skeleton crack. You don't know what you just broke on him, but like you broke a bone.
Okay.
And anything else?
Yeah, and then I'm gonna run over to where Greya is.
Okay.
I'm gonna use Flurry of Blows, and I'm gonna punch the skeleton.
Okay.
Try to fight her. That is 15 to hit.
That hits.
And that is 7 damage to that guy.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna punch him again. And that is an 18 to hit.
That hits.
And that is 8 damage.
Okay. So, you run over to this guy, punch him in the head, his head goes back. As he brings his head like back up again. You punch him again in the head, and his head just like pops off. The skull of the skeleton pops off, falls, and then the bones that were his body just kind of crumble, and he's down.
You okay?
Yeah, thank you. That was a lot of punching.
And that's everything?
Yeah.
Cool. Great.
Okay. So Gray's gonna move over to the one that looks like an a-hole.
Okay.
She would never say that, but she thinks it.
She thinks it.
Oh, you don't look very nice. But I'm still kind of sorry about this, but you're against the light, so I think I gotta do it. Anyway. And then so I make a spell attack. And okay, +5. Does an 8?
It does not.
Okay. So she tries to like gently touch him and does not succeed.
She's a little too afraid because he looks like such a dick, and he's also a zombie, so like more scary than the other ones. That like your hesitation, you don't quite get it. You don't really want to touch him. He looks gross. Is that everything?
Yep.
Kelladere.
Okay. So the one that Greya just
Try to touch.
went to touch and got grossed out by. Yeah, he's gonna turn to face it. He's gonna hit it with his longsword. 15 to hit.
Hits.
Go. 11 damage.
Cool.
He's gonna push him with his shield again. So he's gonna take a shield and bonk it out of the way.
Okay, cool.
Like away, like this direction.
Yeah.
Again, not pushing him into Greya.
Greya ducks.
Do you by chance beat a nat 20?
Oh, nope.
Okay. So you take your longsword, ram it right through its gut. Doesn't feel it much because it's undead. And then you go to push your shield off it, but he's too like embedded into your sword that like really you just remove your sword, but he doesn't actually go anywhere.
Okay.
Could have been much worse.
Oh, 100%. I will take it.
And then we're back to the top. So this guy who's next to Aleda is gonna go for her again.
Stop it.
Does not hit.
That's right.
So he just took that like ice knife, so he's like kind of frozen. He can't feel that he's frozen, but his movement isn't what he's used to.
Can you feel anything? He's a zombie.
He doesn't feel anything, but his limbs still are not. They're acting like they're frozen. He just doesn't recognize what that feeling is, or like he doesn't feel it. But like he's not nimble, so he misses you.
Meat is
Yeah.
what the smell and picture.
Pretty much.
And everyone at home can
And this guy who just refused your shield push, he's gonna go for you.
Oh. He's valid.
He does not hit.
Okay.
So he's
I got my shield up.
as you go for the shield, you push him off of your sword and he swings at you, but you he is going back off from your sword, so he doesn't quite reach you. Okay. And then this one at Rune is gonna go for Rune again.
Hello.
He hits you.
No damage is done though. No, because we can't see the dice.
I'm just gonna leave it. I got a new one. Either way, he does. We'll go with the first roll. So he does 7 damage. Rune has dropped. Okay, so he takes a swipe at you, gets you right across the stomach, and you drop.
Ooh, how deep? With a weapon or with his hands?
With his scimitar. Scimitar, that's what they have? Yeah.
Gnarly.
Yeah, so it's not like necrotic damage, but you
like,
did get sliced with a sword.
My viscera are like, wah.
Yeah. And that's the end of there. So Aleda.
Well, I don't like any of I am going to use my Font of Magic ability. So that's I have sorcerer points that I can exchange for certain abilities for my meta magic. So I'm going to exchange a sorcery point. I have 3. For the twinned spell meta magic, which means I can take the same. That I can spend my sorcery points equals to a spell's level to target a second creature in range with the same spell, as long as the spell is at the level that's being cast is incapable of targeting more than one creature. So, I think that means I can cast my Ice Knife spell twice at level 1 for a 1 sorcery point.
Yep.
So, I'm going to target both of the undead.
So you're gonna attack one with one, and then attack the other with the other one?
Yeah.
Okay. Who are you going for first?
Undead.
Okay.
Oh, that's not good. That's a 9.
That does not hit.
Okay, would the 9 hit the skeleton?
No.
Oh,
But you still get to do your the shrapnel damage, right, from the ice knife?
yeah, they have to still do a dexterity. My aim is off. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
It's not great.
Yeah.
But they still have to move. And if that thing does that weird bone dance again.
Okay, so the undead does not make it. Skeleton bone dances.
I hate that.
So what does he take?
It's just a first level, so it's 2d6 ice damage, 7 damage.
7? Okay, so this thing blasts, and when it blasts, the chunks of ice just like jab into this thing's head, and it drops.
Oh! And the bone dance! Oh! Oh!
It would look way cooler if you weren't distracted by the bone dance.
Oh!
So this guy is down. Oh god, he almost took you with him.
They were dancing.
They were.
Not bone
dancing.
Both made that face together.
It took seeing the face to be like, oh.
Bone dancing.
I got you.
Gross. Cool. So you go with your other one at the skeleton? Because you're using 2.
Yeah. No,
You only went 1.
It's the first roll that does like.
It would.
Oh,
once,
it's
and
like.
then it applies to both.
Oh,
with the same
I see.
strength. At least
That's why
how-
you were asking. I
At
was
least
like.
that's how I interpret it, because it's
Okay.
my first time doing it. It could be wrong, and
Yeah.
also, my perception's off, guys.
Yeah. Okay, so the other skeleton is fine. Now it is the skeleton's turn. So that one who is next to you, he is actually going to, hold on. He's going to disengage
Ah!
and then move 5, 10, 15. He goes up the stairs.
Ah! Stupid sack of
Up
bones.
the stairs.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's doing, but I
I
don't like it.
So
Suspicious skeleton.
if you remember from last time, up the stairs are like where your rooms are, where like all the like in rooms are. So he beelines it up there.
You didn't have it on you when you were investigating?
Your journal?
No. That's ridiculous. He'd never go anywhere without his journal.
This is
How is
Skeleton that read your
So
diary.
then I think the only other skeleton that's left, he uses half his movement to get up, jumps back in, and he's gonna swipe at Kaladir.
There's this Disney cartoon with like a bunch of skeletons battling Pluto, and they do bone dances, and that is exactly what I'm doing. I'm just saying.
Oh, I was thinking of the skeleton dance from the really, really old Disney cartoon.
Oh, there was that too with Mickey?
No, Mickey was not in it. It's just skeletons.
He hits you.
What? Whoa, this is a whole new world. Okay.
Your shield is pointing the other way
The
because
other
you were
way,
pushing the
it's
other
true.
guy.
Okay.
And so
okay.
this skeleton comes up behind you, and he does. Now I lost my D6.
Oh, too bad.
Oh no!
Terrible.
Oh yeah.
These D6 I have are like loaded. So you take 7
Okay.
damage, and that I believe is the last of the skeletons that are still standing. So now it is Rune's turn.
It's just a straight
Death
roll for my
save.
death save, right?
Yeah.
Alright, that would be an 8.
Mm-mm.
So that's a fail. Could have been worse, could have been worse.
Could have been. Dietrich.
I'm gonna fight the one. I'm gonna step over Rune's poor little body. Old friend. And I'm gonna attack this guy with my quarterstaff. 23 to hit. Does
Yeah.
a 23?
Yeah, I don't know why I'm looking. Yes, it hits.
And that is 9 points of damage.
Okay.
I'm a little bit stressed though, so I'm just gonna punch this guy in the face.
Well, you don't have to.
Oh, okay.
Your quarterstaff, you swing it. You're so mad that he just took down one of your friends that you swing it and it like goes into his mouth and takes off the top half of his head.
Oh, that's uncomfortable.
He goes down.
Ah! And I'm going to, like, run back.
Just picturing this really frantic boy just running all over the place, swinging at anything.
Why'd you come back? And he's gonna punch this guy.
Okay.
And that is a 17 to hit.
Yep.
Oh, no, that's a... Jeez! That is 5 points of damage. And then I'm gonna punch him again!
Okay.
That is 15 to hit.
Hits.
And that is 8 points of damage.
Okay. So, even though technically that was only 2 hits, what you do is you run up to this skeleton and just like those like little tiny punching bags that people like quickly hit, you just
What now?
I was trying to do it and I pushed in the drawer.
so you go up and do that to the skeleton's head and it just like gradually disintegrates in your fist. So like it just like falls away. His skull falls away and he is down.
So very uncomfortable.
And now it's Greya.
So the one I'm engaged with, I have to disengage in order to run, or else like take an opportunity attack, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm gonna take, I'm gonna run away and
Okay.
take my opportunity attack, because I'm making my way towards Rune. Okay. I'm sorry, you're cold, so I guess I'm gonna have to touch you, but I can't ask for your permission, so I hope you're okay with it. And I just like lightly put my hand on her hand, and I cast Cure Wounds at a 2nd level.
Not to be that person,
Mhm.
but the opportunity attack would happen before you get there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sure.
I was just letting you talk, and then I was gonna be like,
I see.
I'll see if you can even do this.
Okay. That's what I thought.
What
she
was
let
that?
me keep
That
going,
was.
So I was like,
Right with it.
I was just maybe you were gonna think that you just cured her, and then be like, no, you're actually down too. It's fine. It doesn't hit you. Go ahead.
Okay.
All of that for
I feel some wind behind me.
Yeah.
And then I cast my 2nd level Cure Wounds. So that's 2d8 plus 3. 4, 7, plus 3, 10.
So you're back. Back in the game. All right. Doing anything else, or is that it?
No, listen.
Cool.
Amazing.
Kelladere.
Okay, I'm gonna spin around and I'm going to what kind of armor is that?
What?
Is that a skeleton or what is that?
The one that's right in front of you?
Yeah.
That's a zombie.
What kind of armor does it have?
Some. They're They're pretty like.
No,
they've been getting hit a lot easier than the
No,
skeletons have been.
are they wearing like plate armor?
No,
like...
they're just like they got like a little bit of leather on them, but
Okay.
they're in very like swashbuckly
Okay, never mind
clothes.
then. Make a okay. No, I'm just going to use my longsword then. 12 to hit.
Does not.
No, it does not.
You wanna push him?
Heck, yes, I do. Zit, that's all I got.
Oh.
Oh wait. 9.
You do not push him.
Oh.
So you lunge at him with your shield to push him, and he just kind of swipes at the shield and pushes it away.
Confidence is dropping.
Okay.
Oh, I'm not actually that confident. I'll have to take that.
So zombies are up, and it's really just him left, so he's gonna go for you, Caladir.
What?
Hits.
Oh.
Real bad.
Oh, this is the one time that the dice weren't loaded, so you're kind of okay.
Bless.
He gets you for 6
Okay.
damage. So he shoves your shield away, and because that left you so exposed, he gets you with his scimitar right in the ribs.
Okay. Ow.
It hurts. You're still wearing some armor, so like it only gets you a little bit. It doesn't go too deep, but it hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Elada.
Worse. He crit.
I want to do a medicine check on Tyrius again.
Okay.
I need to see if he's alive.
Yeah, it's at disadvantage again.
Okay. So that would be 16. Hopefully I get better than that. That's 11.
So you still don't really know, but he's not looking very alive. He hasn't moved.
But my medicine check isn't just a perception, it's also a stabilization, potentially.
You can't stabilize him. Because you're drunk, you don't know if it's too late or you're just messing up, but your stabilization techniques are not working. Is that it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, okay. Skeletons. There are none left. Give me a second though. Okay, so you hear one of the doors upstairs slam shut. And that's it for skeletons. Rune, you're up.
Yeah. Okay. I am going to Eldritch Blast. I'll use half my movement to get up, first off.
Yeah.
But I'm going to try and hit that remaining undead that's engaged with Caladir.
Yep.
And that'll be a 21 to hit.
That sure do.
Cool. Finally. Back in frame. Alright, so that'll be 12 damage.
12
Nice.
damage.
Second win, baby. Why does she sound like this?
I don't know, but I enjoy it.
Cool. So he has his blade in Caladir, but then gets hit by you, so he's knocked back a bit, and he definitely felt that. You see him as much as a zombie can whimper, he does. Dietrich.
I'm gonna see that guy still attacking Caladir, so I'm going to run over. So 5, 10, 15, 20. I guess get in front of them. Parkour over the table. And I'm gonna
Dexterity check, you're going over the table.
No, the path you just took was kind of in between the tables. You went around it.
I know he'd be able to get around.
He would.
I'm just mad because I'm.
I mean, if you want to make it look cool, you can do a check and see if he springs over the tables.
If you want me to make a check, I will make a check.
No, because the path you took was in between the tables.
Okay.
Just want to see how dramatic Dietrich is with
Cartwheels.
this.
He's the most dramatic.
I know, you should definitely roll to see how cool it looks.
I'm gonna roll a 1 and I try.
Do a performance check.
I thought it was a 1, but it's not. So.
Which means it also wasn't that good. It was probably a
Yeah.
But it's still 14.
14? Okay, so you don't cartwheel over these tables or anything, but you do a cool 80s cop movie, like when they slide over the hood, you slide over the table.
And then I thwack.
Okay.
With my quarterstaff.
No. Great claps a little bit.
That's like a 20
Yes.
something to hit.
20, whatever it is, hits.
And that is 10 damage.
Cool. So you slide over, all like Starsky and Hutch style, and then jam your quarterstaff into the eye socket of this undead, goes right through at the other side, and then he slides off your quarterstaff and drops.
I take a bow.
So that is...
But I still have movement,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna start running this way a little bit.
Okay. Cool. And that's that. Since the other one is in a room, we're gonna say now that they're all done, everyone in here is down. That's the end of initiative, so you guys can do things out of turn. Do whatever
I
you
start
want now.
running.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm so frustrated by how slow I am as a gnome, but yeah, I'm gonna start running too. I was gonna suggest, like, can someone throw me?
We don't have anyone really big enough to throw us.
I'm
That's
tiny,
true.
despite being super
Okay, 'cause
fast.
I want to go over to
Curious.
Tyrius. I want to go over to Tyrius and see if I can. Okay, so I guess I have to do a check first to
I'm gonna
see
try-
if he is still alive.
Chase after Dietrich.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll also be following Dietrich.
Can I just, can Elena just tell her, like, he's gone?
Wait, are you sure? I think I can heal people. Does he, like, if he's still alive, then I can heal him some.
I walk away and I go over to Glenda to see if she's still alive.
Okay.
Like, I can probably see at a glance that she's got an arrow in her head, but
Yeah.
I need to look at her.
So you want to check Tyrius, and you want to check Glenda? You guys can both make...
I can tell at a glance. I just need to go to her body.
Yeah.
Oh no. It's a 9.
9. So that doesn't tell you much, but I mean, you don't need much to be able to tell he's not breathing.
Okay. Gary just gets real sad and she does a little prayer for him.
And yeah, you don't need to make any check. Like, she
Okay.
is done. She's gone.
I close her eyes and I say, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Dietrich is now upstairs. He's
Yeah.
like, where are you, you sack of bones?
Okay. So there are multiple rooms up there. You can choose. So you know whose room is who out of you guys. There's also a room that you know was Glenda's. There's another room that wasn't occupied, and there's a room that was Tyrius's.
Can I make a check to see if I could hear any kind of rummaging or...
Yeah.
You can also like Scooby-Doo this and go through different doors.
12.
12. So you hear it coming. So let me quickly draw out like where. So like I'm just gonna draw it here. So like the stairs come up here. It's the hallway. Room, 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 room. So you're here. With a 12, you can hear it coming from this side.
He's gonna move towards that side.
Okay.
And I would know where everyone's rooms were, so are any of these...
Yeah, so we'll say I forget who was anyone staying together? Yeah, you were with
We were staying together.
Dietrich and
We both
Cavalier.
went Greya and
then- okay.
we went with Dietrich.
so there is Keldir and Dietrich, and there is Rune and Greya.
Okay.
And you were by yourself?
I'm still downstairs.
No,
But like
No, but
when
you
you were
had a-
staying in your room, you stayed by
Oh
yourself.
yes, I
yeah.
stayed in my own room.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. So her room was right here.
Sorry, I was saying with Greya specifically.
Yeah.
I was not quite listening.
I opened this door. I tried to open this
Sorry,
door.
I will also say Glenda's room, occupied room, like closet, closet. Tyrious's room. I put way too many rooms up here, is what I said. Occupied.
Cool. I try to open this door.
That door? Okay. It's not locked.
I open it.
It's just a hotel room. There's nothing in there. It doesn't look like it's been messed up at all. And when you do that, you hear a window or like a glass break in Tyrio's room at the end of the hall.
I run.
Okay. And you two went with Dietrich, right?
I'm much faster than that.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna clang up the stairs.
Humble brag.
Cool.
I'm the slowest.
So the door is unlocked again.
I open it.
You open it. So there is mess everywhere, and the window at the opposite side of where the door is has been smashed, and nobody's in there.
I look out the window.
Look at the window.
Do I see anybody? Do I see a stupid skeleton?
You see a skeleton taking off. It does have something in its hand.
Can I make a perception check and see what it is?
Yeah.
19.
19. So it looks like a little piece of jewelry, not that big. Probably like a bracelet or a small necklace. And you can see it's like a darker, like a bright color, but a dark version of that, like a deep color, but bright.
Can I be running up to the window?
Yeah, we're out of initiative. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will have tried to run upstairs by this point.
Okay.
But specifically to my room.
To your room, okay?
Yeah.
Can I... I can see what's happening? There's a skeleton running?
Yeah, you get there, you're after Dietrich. Dietrich probably saw everything by the time you got there, so you can look, or Dietrich can just fill you in.
Is he really far?
Okay, can I cast
far.
Magic Missile on
He's
this skeleton?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna do it. Wait, I don't know how to do it. One
Is it more
second.
than 60 feet though?
Yeah,
Okay.
he's where's, it's gone. The Port Victor map is underneath, but he is basically on the dock at this point, and you can see out on the docks, now when you look out, there are ships out there that are clearly part of this crew, and you see he's kind of joining the rest of them as they are going back to their ships.
Ghost ships.
Ghost ship. What's your range on magic missile?
It's 120 feet.
Yeah.
So, now, a dart deals 1d4 plus 1 force damage, and there's 3 darts. So do I roll 3 times?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna roll my d20 3 times as well?
Yeah. Each one will be its own attack.
Okay.
I don't know that you have to. For
Yeah,
that
I think
spell.
it's just
my impression
one.
is I don't have to
Really?
roll. I don't know.
It's like a spell that just.
You create 3 glowing darts of magical force. Each dart hits a creature of your choice that you can see within range. A dart deals 1d4 plus 1 force damage to its target. The darts all strike simultaneously, and you can direct them to hit one creature or several.
Okay, yeah, then
So
you
it's just a
roll
3.
your damage.
Okay. D4. So it's 14 damage.
Okay.
And if it's still running, I'm gonna pair it with an Eldritch Blast.
It is still running.
That would be a 19 to hit.
It hits.
So that'll be 10 damage.
10 damage? Okay, so you get it and it kind of drops to its knees as it's running. You hit it with the Eldritch Blast and it blows up. And this thing goes flying up in the air, drops on the ground. Since all the others are around, another skeleton just comes, picks it up, and runs out to the ship.
I look out the window. Is there a way I can climb down the window real quick?
There'd probably be an eavesdrop pipe or something, but
I'm
there's
trying
no.
to do it.
Okay. Roll acrobatics.
Prepare your fall damage.
12.
12. So you get down. You don't hurt yourself, but it's not smooth. You get down there. So you are seeing it. So the skeleton that picked it up, they're now on the dock and getting back onto their boats to take them to their ships. And there is on one. Both docks are like pretty much filled with undead and skeletons. Yeah.
Fall back.
And then you guys in the window, you can see this as well. Like it's pretty. It's a large crowd. You don't really need to roll to see this. You're seeing it.
He like looks at us. They took something from him.
Get up here.
Right. Go back inside.
Okay, so you just climb back up, or do you go back into the door?
Like a normal person.
You just walk around and go out the door.
And I walk by Graham.
Grant is still like
Right.
grieving, reeling from this loss. She's like, how many people died today? I don't like it. It's not working. Can people please stop dying?
Oh,
It's really upsetting.
Are you okay?
No?
Do you need a hug?
Yes?
Dietrich just kind of like leans over and gives her a hug.
Grant just gives her the tightest hug and she's crying so much. I've never seen people die like this before and I don't know what's going on and he was such a nice man. He didn't need to die.
I haven't seen a lot of people die either, Greya.
What were those things? Why did they come here?
They look like skeletons.
Gray is very sad.
I think they might have been looking for something.
Looking for what?
One of them took off with a bracelet or necklace.
They killed him for a bracelet?
I imagine it's much more than a bracelet.
Oh, better be.
They're downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
These two are upstairs.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You went to your room, right?
Yeah, I've packed my things.
Okay.
I go to them on the second story and I say, well, I'm heading out. I suggest you do too, for safety.
Did you see the crowd of skeletons and undead out there?
Yeah, I'm not going that way.
Well, I'm not gonna stop you.
I head downstairs.
Okay.
I see her with
So you guys see her.
Where are you
I'm
going?
gonna usher Rune downstairs.
Where are you going?
I'm leaving.
I don't think it's a smart idea that you leave it all.
I don't think so too.
Who do you think they're going to blame? The bunch of spellcasters who just mysteriously came to town and started poking their noses in things. I've had this happen before. I know how this goes down.
Well, we just got to talk to them. It wasn't our fault.
Oh yes, I'm sure that must happen in your happy little world where people actually listen to you. But I know better.
What do you mean? This place is full of undead. Why do you think they would think we did it if there's zombies everywhere?
Because I can do this. And I cast shape water and I put ice underneath their feet. For my
Okay.
water skinned so that they can't chase after me.
Okay. So both of you roll a dexterity check and see if you fall on your butts.
Oh, this is not. My dex.
60.
My dex is negative.
So you
Thank God.
Yeah, this 13.
13. Okay. You're gonna be, if you take off after her, you can do like half speed.
Well, I have a spell called create or destroy water. Can I just?
You can.
Yeah. Okay, so I destroy the water.
Okay. So
when she does that, Dietrich goes, see? You're not alone.
And you can do that! That's why we're all going to get blamed for this.
No, I think we really need to talk about this, and I don't know if it's safe for you to leave even, and I don't want to lose any more people. Look at people who have already died today. Can we just take a minute and try and figure out what's going on? And all these people here, look, they already died. Like, they need people to help them. We can't just leave them.
We tried to help. It didn't work.
I think it worked somewhat. We just weren't here in time.
I will stay 1 minute.
cool. So we'll pause your conversation. You two upstairs. You're still in Sirius's room. What are you doing?
I guess I'll do. Can I just check to see if there's like anything really obviously like? It's not my room. I wouldn't know though. No, I'm just gonna usher Rune in. Let's go see what's going on downstairs.
Yeah, I'll be down with you in just a moment. I'm gonna pee.
He does have an ensuite.
I'll wait at the stairs for you.
Okay.
I don't think it's smart to split up.
That's fine.
Okay.
That's enough privacy to fee.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm respecting your space.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. And then just once I'm alone, I'm just going to take a moment to like be like, I don't know if you're listening, but that was not okay. This is not supposed to happen anymore. And then just like wait.
You hear nothing.
Do I hear her talking to herself?
You can do a check and see how perceptive you are of this.
That's just how she pees.
Actually, Rune, do a perception check as well.
Perception?
Yeah.
Nat 20.
Okay. So you hear like muffle. You don't like necessarily.
I'm not actually like trying to listen to it.
Yeah. Like you hear her making sound, but like she could very well just be like humming to herself while she like pees or something.
So carefree.
So after you ask, you do hear something in the hallway that is like, the sound is probably
Kelladir?
someone trying to point your gaze into something, and then when you look, it's Kelladir. You can tell Kelladir didn't make that sound, but the sound directed your look at Kelladir.
Ding!
Okay.
And then actually with a nat 20, I'm trying to think of how, you see a box similar to like what this looks like kind of a jewelry box, but not really. It falls off the dresser.
Oh, all right. I'm going to check out that box. Can I open it up? Is it just a
Yeah, no, it was open. Like it was open kind of at the edge of the
Did
dresser.
it take anything out when it fell?
And then it just fell. You can see like it has stuff in it. It fell like upside down.
Does it have like an inscription or a secret drawer or anything like that on it?
Nope.
Nope.
It's just like a jewelry box.
Okay. What's inside?
So these are inside. You can take them, read them out loud, wait till you join the group, do whatever you want to do. They are written how they look. That's just not me being sloppy. That is somebody quickly jotting things down.
It's starting to be a long pee. Rune!
Maybe she's pooped.
Rude, Kelladir.
You've been don't be rude.
See, this is extra funny because it's also a grown man and a teenage girl, so he's like...
He's like,
I don't know what's happening in there, but is everything okay?
Rune! Sweetie! No.
The, like, gentle dad not
Everything okay?
I just come out of the room and look up at Kelladir and I'm like, what?
He's like,
He dads.
Let's go downstairs.
I'm gonna follow.
Okay, so you guys go down and join the rest of your group.
It's really tense, just so you know.
Don't be stupid, Elena. Don't leave on your own. That'd be so dumb right now. You getting here was a problem.
That's true. Also, it's really hard to get here. It would be a long way to get away.
I promise if you stay with us, I'll have your back.
Yeah, well, we'll all have each other's backs.
What makes you think they're going to trust any of us?
I can't do what you guys do.
They might trust us because they need us.
Oh, hi.
What?
I don't know. I found some stuff in Tyrius's room.
You went through stuff.
Well, no, it fell open. It was meant to be found, you know? It was just meant.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Yeah, no, sometimes we
We
all
need to
get
find it.
divine inspiration. I understand.
Yeah, sure.
Elena's just sitting in a chair, like looking like she's about to leave almost any minute. Like just.
I don't know. It's maybe Tyrius wrote this.
What's it say?
Why don't you share with us?
I'm trying.
Can you not read?
I can read.
No, it's okay. Not everybody knows how to read. That's fine.
I can read.
I can teach you if you want.
Oh my gosh. It says truth about Nekkar Sea. Question mark. Unstoppable monster locked under journey's end. Question mark. 5 scratched out 6 bangles of the beast. Question mark. And what looks like a quarter rest.
Sorry, you said bangle?
Bangles.
Like bracelets?
Yeah, like bracelets.
Like the one the skeleton took.
Yeah. He drew a
The
picture.
skeleton took a bracelet?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Sorry.
Yeah, he
No,
drew a
you said
picture of like
He took a bracelet.
a bunch of bangles. I guess that's what these circles are. Bangles around a skull and crossbones, always a good sign. Death. And then names next to the different bangles. One of them's Reinhold.
That's the missing mare.
Yeah.
What are any of the other names Tyrnus?
No.
Tyrius.
No, none of them are Tyrius. There's... Oh. It looks like those people were captains of Nekkar. Or are, I guess. Reinhold's still alive as far as we know, right?
As far as we know.
Alright. And here's the cryptic poem part.
I like those.
Sound it out.
I can read. Only by joining the 6 bangles of the beast together at journey's end can one take control of the destroyer of lands. It's not like the most, the meter's kind of off, but...
I don't know if I would call it a poem.
Sounds kind of like an instruction guide, actually.
Well, there's
prosaic.
a little picture.
Can I see it?
Sure. It's like the little bangles are tied together on a loop.
Destroyer of lands. That's concerning.
Yeah, doesn't sound good.
What color was the bracelet that...
You said it was a bright color. That was dark in color.
Did you notice what color it
I
was?
noticed what color it was.
It was red.
Red.
Oh, that's Reinhold's.
So maybe Tyrius was holding on to it for... That's being hopeful, isn't it? Maybe Tyrius was holding on to the bracelet for Reinhold. Or he stole it. And maybe he was just taking back what was his.
You think Reinhold sent those monsters?
We don't know much about him, do we? The townspeople also said he's barely ever here.
So he maybe like moonlights as a pirate captain?
He was a pirate captain. He moonlights as a mayor.
Oh, perspective.
Are we easing your tensions at all?
I don't like any of this, and none of this makes me want to stay.
I mean, it looks like, something pretty bad will be unleashed unless they're stopped.
All the more reason to go.
Well, no, like a destroyer of lands would include the land that you stay on.
What am I supposed to do about it? What are any of us supposed to do about it?
I don't know, you could do fancy things and you help these people as much as you could. Wouldn't you want to help other people?
This was supposed to be a safe place.
This is a city you're looking to put down roots, and now you're just gonna run away?
Maybe at one time it was a safe place.
But now, like, undead crawl through windows.
Yeah, it's not safe anymore.
Elena, I don't know what it's possibly like to want to stay in one place, but no place is going to be safe to put down roots if we don't do anything.
Well, yeah, somebody has to do something, and we're the somebody that's here, and I know I don't know anything about any of this or fighting, but we can't just do nothing. The destroyer of worlds, that sounds bad. That sounds like a lot. And I know it's scary. I'm scared. I'm so scared. I'm so scared of everything that's going on right now. But we have to do something.
Are there any like windows on the side of the tavern
Not on-
facing the docks?
So the back, like where the back door is and those back windows.
These are windows?
They're facing the sea.
Mm-hmm.
The side ones and the front ones, all of them, like the way Port Victor's set up, like you kind of, if you look out of any of these windows, you'll see a different part. Like these windows over here next to the entrance have the best view of like where the docks are.
Okay.
The side windows are just
out.
the sea, and back doors are like kind of the edge of the wharf where like the mountains and the town meet.
Okay.
Kind of, if you remember the map.
Can I look out the windows just to see if those crowds of undead have dispersed
Yeah.
to their ships?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do a perception check.
17, 18, 20.
20?
20.
Dirty 20? Okay, yeah, so you see like fleets of ship. Well, one fleet. Fleets would be tons.
Yeah.
A fleet of ships
Okay.
that they were getting into, they're now going away.
They're leaving.
Okay. So there's no undead on the docks anymore.
It looks to be that now the town is clear of undead.
How many
everything.
ships?
Um, there are like, from what you can see, at least 10.
Frightening. Okay.
And then with that, you look out the other one, like the back door
Yeah, over here.
windows, and you see kind of floating off, not too far in the distance, but it's not like docked or anything. A ship just kind of floating there. Doesn't look like the other ships. It doesn't look like an undead ship.
And the,
or anything like that.
and
Like, 'cause
the
the other
undead
ships look
aren't going towards
like the
it?
ships themselves are undead.
Okay.
This one looks like a regular.
And like it's not.
It's just
There's
kind of
no
floating there.
interference
It
from
seems.
the undead ships. Like
What's
there-
that?
There's no interference from the undead ships. They're floating like they're sailing past it.
They're going out to sea. This
Yeah.
one's like by the mountains.
Okay.
So it's like opposite from the direction that they're going
okay,
in.
okay.
Do you relay this to us?
Yeah, I'm gonna pass on that info.
Okay, well,
I'm just gonna. Oh, go ahead.
oh no, I was just gonna say there must be people who need help. So I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna see if anybody needs healing and if anybody can help us figure out what's going on.
We need
There
to get our
was-
story straight first.
I'm just going to float
There were
this-
people on the docks when we were in town earlier.
If you really want to leave, Aleda, I'm suggesting that we try and find the other people in this book. I'm going to float this idea by, but it looks like they're trying to collect all of these bangles from the captains.
Aleda, I know it's a lot to ask, and we can't make you stay, but Dietrich's gonna like pull out his journal. And, and he's going to. I promise you. I will watch over you.
He just wrote her an IOU. For nothing. By the way, this is just a favor, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Cool. She takes it. She's like, if it looks like the townspeople are going to turn on us, they're gonna try and blame us for what happened here. I'm leaving. You all need to help me.
All right. Pull out the page, and I will do so.
She puts it in her pocket.
And that is where we will end this week's episode of the Isles of Nekkar. So thank you for listening. Join us next week as the group goes out to explore what happened to Port Victor and see how everything unfolds and what just happened. What is the meaning of this attack? Join us next week. Thank you. Bye.